EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickups brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Hancock. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hancock. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Roquan Smith.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when they start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hancock. And that's caught left side. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gilmore. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return. A 41-yard punt. Nine on the return, and the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hancock. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hancock, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over.
49-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw on 2nd down. Gilmore. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Number 23.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Sam Sloman is on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore. And he finds Montgomery complete. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. But drop it there. Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass. As good as a sack? Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. 3rd down, Gilmore. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. To Anthony Miller. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Gilmore into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one. Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? Not one that I've ever met. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Hancock. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On first down, Gilmore. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Gilmore. Pass incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Gilmore. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. He's picked up just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Going up top for Cup. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off-play action. Gilmore. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 3rd down. Gilmore. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Gilmore buying time to his left. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery. Hancock. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Hancock. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Hancock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Rams 24, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. First down. Gilmore. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
He's brought down at the 30.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
A gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on second down, Gilmore, and that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On third down, Gilmore. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, Johnson. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first and 10, Hancock. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A full return for a Bears touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Gilmore, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking going for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a run with Akers. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on 1st down. Gilmore. That's caught by Montgomery. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hancock. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and their lead will swell up to 28. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top for Miller. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Gilmore. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw. Hancock to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hancock toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Gilmore, and firing a deep ball for Kmet, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sean Robinson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
3 and out.
On 4th down, Gilmore, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Hancock. That is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
32, David.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Well, they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
31-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hancock. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be out right at the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A quick toss out right. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3 on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
39-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
The wide receiver.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
2nd and 9.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.